Welcome back to the channel, folks. Alright, today is the day where Mark Carney is making a fist in the pocket and facing the orange American extortionist. You know, my friends, the threat of 50% tariffs from the gangster in the White House isn't about fairness or trade imbalance. It's the orange idiot's obsession with Canada. And he's made it crystal clear. This is about getting Canada to bend the knee. It's a declaration of economic warfare and extortion, plain and simple. So today, I'm opening the curtain for you so you can see how most of our fellow Canadians feel about Trump's tariff terror. Canadians have had enough. They say to Trump, "Screw your tariffs. They won't break us." So what are those idiots' tariffs really about? It's about Canada not playing Trump's game. We are one of two countries, alongside China, that stood up to Trump's bullying tactics. And he hates it. He wants to break us. He wants us to show the white flag. And he wants what we have: our resources, our country. So, no, there is no fair deal with him. You can't have a fair deal when the other side is negotiating in bad faith. Trump's strategy is simple: intimidate, pressure, and ultimately destroy Canada's sovereignty. The fact that Americans are already dealing with the highest inflation in the G7 doesn't matter to him. His obsession is breaking Canada. Take the auto sector. This industry is completely integrated. Parts cross the border a dozen times before a vehicle is finished. Trump wants to tear that apart, move those jobs to the US, and pretend that's good for America. But it's not good for anyone. It's pure chaos for the sake of disruption. And then there's dairy. US producers already have tariff-free access to about 3.5% of our market. But the US has never came even close to fill that. The EU get better access under their fair trade deals with us, and that really gets under Trump's skin. This isn't about fairness. It's about control. Trump wants to flood our market and use it as leverage against us. Now, steel and aluminum are in the crosshairs too. We generate over 70% of North America's primary aluminum. It's essential to the US economy. Without our aluminum, American manufacturing grinds to a halt, but the idiot doesn't care. And then you've got lumber and steel. Our natural resources are his target. It's all the same game. He wants control. He wants our resources and our market access. That's the stuff that the orange extortionist wants from us. And he wants it without making concessions. We just have to give that stuff up so he leaves us alone. And you know what I mean when I say give up? Jobs, income, ease of life. But here's what I've not heard anyone in the mainstream media talking about. When Mark Carney comes back with a deal, the question is, what is it that we have to give up? Because giving Trump's list of demands, any deal our team comes back with will include major concessions on our side. So, when Carney comes back saying he made a deal, Canadians want to know, what do we have to give up? And the answer is almost certainly going to be a piece of our sovereignty. And it's not because Mark Carney is a bad negotiator. Oh no. But the orange extortionist wants to destroy Canada. And he is through and through a terrible person. And that, my friend, is why our boycotts matter. They are a symbol of Canadian resistance. And it's the one thing that drives Trump absolutely bonkers. 8 out of 10 of our provinces boycott US alcohol. Canadian citizens boycott US products and destinations. If we cave on that, we are surrendered. We've shown the white flag, and that's all Trump wants. But here's the good news, my friends. Canadians aren't giving in. Less than 1 in 5 Canadians think we should offer concessions to get tariffs removed. But the majority is saying no deal is better than a bad deal. And they are right. We are not backing down. The Prime Minister is going to negotiate in good faith. But he knows there is no good faith on the other side. And that's okay. Because we are willing to hold the line. We are going to protect our economic independence. Diversify our trade with Europe and China and stop being dependent on an unreliable neighbor. And I think it would be fantastic if the 2 non-boycott provinces, Alberta and Saskatchewan, grow a spine and join the rest of the country. Here's the bottom line. This isn't about tariffs and dairy or auto parts. It's about Trump's greed and Canada's sovereignty. It's about who controls our economy, our resources, our future. Trump's tariffs are arbitrary. They are brutal and they are aimed at one thing, making Canada bend. But Canadians are resolute. We are not surrendering. We are not showing the white flag. And we are certainly not going to trade our sovereignty for short-term tariff relief. So here's my question to you. What would you like to say to the PMs of Alberta and Saskatchewan about them still selling American booze in their liquor stores? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, no deal is better than a bad deal. Stay strong, Canada. We got this. And if this video gave you value, then please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'm Wilfried Lemkula with Europe Curious, where we don't just repeat the daily headlines, but open the curtain so you can see for yourself what's really behind it. See you in the next one.